Hi, thank you for joining me for this video. This video is for the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn for the rest of November. There will be timestamps in the description box below for each of the cards' messages that come through. Alright, so let's see what message wishes to come through. What is the first card? Alright, we've got that one. Can we please have the second card? Alright, that one. Can we please have the next card that wishes to come through, which is for the highest good of Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn for what is rest of for November. Okay, we have that one. Okay, now for something different, I'm going to add a rune to each card that goes with this, please. What rune will go with card 1? Okay. We have a rune that goes with card 2, please. And a rune that goes with card 3, please. There we go. Alright, so focus in on those cards or the rune. See where your attention is being drawn to. If you need more time to focus in, then you can pause the video. Another way of focusing in is perhaps close your eyes, take a deep breath, ask which card has a message for me, exhale, open your eyes and see where your attention is being drawn to. Okay, so let's start with card 1 and see what the message is that is coming through for those of you who chose this card. We have slow down. Okay, so this is saying to you that it's time for you to take some time out. It's time for you to have some self-care. Whether that is to just, schedule in 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day where you can just sit in silence. Don't be worrying about anything. Don't be on your phone. Don't read, don't watch TV or any device. It's just about you slowing down, taking some time out for you, where you can connect into silence, where you connect into source, where you can just connect into your intuition, your soul. When we are constantly busy and rushing here, there and everywhere, or constantly distracted by our electronic devices, we don't then have that connection to our intuition or into our higher self or to source, because we are distracted by all the noise going on around us with, the mundane things of our daily life, of the electronics or the TV or whatever it is. So this is so important, where you are being reminded to take that time out where you can just be with yourself, where you can connect to source, God, creator, whatever name you wish to give that higher being, that higher power. It may be that you are constantly looking after everyone else, that you are forgetting about yourself. So this is again a reminder for you to take that salt bath or, take that relaxation massage. It's time for you to slow down and smell the roses or smell the coffee, whatever, saying you resonate with. But it's time for you to connect into yourself, connect into your higher self, your soul, your inner knowing. And you can't do that if you're not finding that time just for you. Okay, let's have a look and see what the message is in the book for this. So it says you are being called to slow down. The world around you might feel like it's moving too fast, but remember there is hardly ever an outward hurry, only an inner one. You don't need to move fast to get to your destination. Slowing down will allow you to prioritise what is truly important to you and make space for your intuition to be heard. Being still can feel rebellious in a world that celebrates busyness, but this is your time to rebel. Disconnect in order to reconnect. Okay, so let's see what the rune is that goes with this. Okay, so that is the rune, and this is about, again, self. So it ties in with this slow down card in that you need time to find that stillness, to connect in with yourself and connect in what you need to do for you. This is connecting in also with the relationship you have with yourself. And maybe you need to be in that silence for you to work out how your relationships are with family members or work colleagues. It's about your relationships, and it's understanding how you are connecting with those relationships. It's also about your identity and how you see yourself and how others see yourself. So again, when we are able to sit in that silence, sit in that stillness, we can actually tap in to our inner knowing, and when we ask questions, we can intuitively get the answers that we need with regards to those questions that we ask. Okay, so let's go to the book and let's see what the message is with this. So I need to find it in the book, so just bear with me. Sorry, there it is. So this rune is called Mamaz, and it translates as human and represents the mystery of each human being's relationship with other humans, the rest of creation and divine will. So it says, like its individual members, the human race is more or less consciously pursuing its destiny, which in turn is bound up with the destiny of the earth, the universe and the divine plan itself. The Manaz rune is shaped like two mirror image banners or flags. Humankind's destiny is shown to be attached not just to the tribal banner, but also to the banner of creation itself, of which humans are a reflection. Your consciousness is limited only by your sense of identity. A narrow sense of identity can separate you from others. As you transcend gender, tribal, and national identification, you become more conscious. When you embrace the universe wholeheartedly, you are universally conscious. Manaz represents the mystery of the most fundamental relationship, the microcosm of humankind and the macrocosm of the universe. It represents the transcendent, androgynous, divinely conscious human. So it says the divinatory meanings are the self, family member, friendships, associations, intelligence, race and memory. So again, it's that connecting in silence, in stillness and silence, to be able to connect into the memories that we have, our past life memories, the inner knowing, and it's only when you slow down that you can actually access that information. Again, it's about the transcendental consciousness, the individual as microcosm, about the shaman and the spiritual healer. And again, it's only in stillness where you can then actually work out where you fit into the universe, where you fit in your family relationships. What is your identity in those relationships? How do you identify yourself in the relationship? How do others see you within the relationship? It's understanding that if you don't have that sense of identity of who you are, you then are separating yourself from others. When you sit in silence, when you are slowed down enough, that is when you can actually connect to the universal consciousness. Okay, we'll leave that there. I hope that there was something in there that resonated for you. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen, and until next time, thank you. For those of you who chose card 2, let's have a look and see what the message is that is coming through for you. Okay, so we have intuitive journaling. So again, this is a reminder to you that to be able to tap into your intuition, you need to be able to sit in silence. You need to be able to remove yourself from any distractions, whether that be just the, everyday household noise, or, distractions from TV, radio, electronic devices. This is a reminder to you, it's time to find that space and that stillness for yourself where you can tap in and be able to have the time, the space and the clarity to have or be able to do intuitive journaling. So intuitive journaling is where you are receiving messages or guidance coming through when you are in either a meditative state or just sitting in silence with an open mind and allowing messages to come through, being able to then put those into writing. You actually do a journal of those messages or that information, whether it be feelings that you're going through. If you've asked yourself a question and it's the answers that you are intuitively bringing forward, you are able then just to write those out into a journal. That's what intuitive journaling is. But for you to be able to do that, you need to be able to have disconnected yourself from any distractions. Being able to do intuitive journaling is part of your spiritual growth, if you like. It's being open to receiving that guidance from your higher self or from source, your spirit guides, your angels. This is part of your soul evolving. It's part of your spiritual evolvement. You are evolving who you are. You are becoming, or you are transforming, put it that way. You are transforming because you are opening up to spirituality. You are opening up to the greater consciousness, your greater consciousness. Okay, let's go to the book and see what the message is that is coming through it with this card. So this card is inviting you to switch off from your rational, conscious mind and explore your intuitive subconscious. a place that exists beyond thought and that can be accessed in moments of silence, where there is no judgment, no expectation, and where you are present in the moment rather than distracted by the past or the future. Intuitive journaling is not striving to make sense of what is written or to be understood. It is simply exploring with curiosity what the intuition wants to say. So you need to be able to let go of controlling, if you like, controlling where your mind goes, controlling your thoughts. You need to let go of that and just to let your intuition flow. You need to be able to let your intuitive subconscious guide the way, guide what is coming through. Okay, so now let's have a look and see what the rune is that came through with this card. Okay, so that is the rune. And this rune is about evolving. It's about clarity and about growth. It's alleviating negativity into positivity. It's about transformation and clarity. I'm not sure if I said clarity before, but that's what it is. So let's go to the book and let's have a look and see what the message is that this rune is saying, if I can find it. Okay, so this rune is Dagas. It means day and signifies both beginnings and endings. The shape of the rune is an angular form of the lemniscate, the horizontal figure 8 that symbolises eternity. The shape of the Dagas rune symbolises the spring and fall equinoxes, when night and day are of equal length. Although the rune shape gives equal weight to both light and dark, in fact Dagas emphasises the light of the sun because it is the light that defines the darkness. Dagas represents the dawn of the spring equinox and the start of a new cycle of growth. The rune is sacred to Ostara, the goddess of the dawn and spring, who give us the words Easter and estrogen, the female fertility hormone. Dagas also symbolises the eternal light that is latent even in the depths of darkness. The seeking and nourishing of this inner light sustains the spiritual warrior in the darkness and provides us with the heart to endure and await the new dawn. So with that, it's with that growth, that is part of you having the clarity of the spirituality. It's allowing your eternal light to come through in your intuitive journaling. It could also allow dark thoughts to come through, but by allowing that darkness to come through in your intuitive journaling, that is allowing transformation and allowing growth, because by acknowledging that darkness that you may be bringing through in your intuitive journaling, that helps to shine the light on it so that you can heal from it, or you can acknowledge it so that you can actually transmute it. It's not about bypassing it, it's about understanding that you have to acknowledge those parts of yourself. And you don't know what will come through in that intuitive journaling, but know that with this rune, this is the openness that you need to be able to bring everything through. You are evolving. Okay, so the divinatory meaning of this is security, certainty, clarity, and dramatic change. And it's the higher level of consciousness and your path of destiny. So yeah, with that intuitive journaling, you are accessing higher levels of consciousness, but you need to be in that space where you allow that to come through. You have to surrender control of your mind, and you need to allow your thoughts or your intuitiveness to come through rather than your conscious thought. Okay, so card 2, they were the messages that came through for you. I hope there was something in there that resonated for you, and I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen. Thank you. For those of you who chose card 3, let's have a look and see what the message is that's come through for you. Okay, so we have your soul knows. Okay, so with this card, the message is that your soul knows the path you need to take. You may be battling against something or someone, and this card is saying to you, you need to surrender. Don't try and control every situation. Your soul knows the right outcome, and just allow things to unfold naturally. Don't try to force any issue. Don't try to force a particular outcome. This is about having faith, having the understanding that you need to listen to what your soul is guiding you to do, where to be, how to be. But you need to be able to hear. As with the other 2 messages that came through, it's about having the time to connect with your soul, connect with your higher self. And the only way you can do that is to find time and space where there is silence, where you can connect with your soul, with your higher self, and be able to hear or feel the direction, the path, the messages that are trying to help you along your path. Okay, so let's go to the book and see what the message is that this card is bringing through. So it says, listen to the whispers of your soul. Beneath the layers of confusing thoughts and daily patterns of behaviour, there is guidance that is helping to navigate your way through life. You might not always be aware or listening, but one way or another it is guiding you to learn the lessons you are supposed to learn, grow in the ways you're supposed to evolve, and experience life just as you are. That is not to say you don't have a huge amount of choice in the way you live your life. You do. But you also have a supportive guiding voice that is within you, whispering. You can choose to follow the deep inner guidance or push against it and make your life more challenging. Choose the supportive path and listen to the whispers. The soul works through feeling rather than thinking. It is the sensation you notice when you have a life choice to make. The internal nudge that allows you to know what you truly want. Sometimes it goes against logical thinking and it's not what you want to hear. Other times it makes decisions easy. Do you allow yourself to follow the inner knowing rather than the logical thought? The choice is always yours. So next time you have a decision to make, take a breath, Close your eyes and feel the direction your soul is guiding you in. Okay, so let's see what the rune is that has come through for you with this reading. Okay, so we have a blank rune. So a blank rune is not yet defined. It means that there are other things that need to happen before an outcome can come to be. So maybe with regards to your soul knows that whatever it is, decision you need to make or choice you need to make, that at the moment there are too many unknowing things or unknowables that are needing you to hold on. Maybe other things need to come to light before you can make that right choice or that right decision. Your soul is holding you back for a reason. So again, it's relinquishing that control over making that choice or that decision because your soul knows that you need to wait. If you don't listen, or if you do forge ahead and make that choice or that decision, if it's not the right time or the right choice for you, there will be obstacles put in your way. There will be roadblocks. The outcome won't be what you expect because it wasn't meant to be. There's too much, there's a blank slate at the moment and there's too many things that are unknown. Alright, I'll go to the book and actually see if there is, I don't know if there is one actually for the blank, so let me have a look. Okay, there actually isn't an explanation in the guidebook for the blank rune, so I will just leave that there with the information and the explanation of what came through with that blank rune. I do hope that there was something in the message that came through for you, for those of you who chose card 3. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen, and until next time, thank you.